up, Sunflower family? Welcome back. Now I'm jumping right into this video. This is going to be an extremely detailed start to finish look. Now I'm starting off with freshly washed hair. I did go ahead and actually use Olaplex, a shampoo, really hydrating shampoo, to go ahead and just kind of get my hair nice and clean. And then I did go in with the Design Essentials. This is their almond butter conditioner. When I tell y'all, I love this stuff, okay? If you guys have not been here in a while, welcome back, okay? If you guys got a chance to check out my last boho video, I got so many requests on doing all boxes, so that's what I'm here to do today. I did actually end up wearing this style for my birthday trip, so I've low-key, high-key, okay, low-key, high-key, been taking a small vacation, and just to kind of give myself some time, y'all. Your girl has hit 30. Can you believe I started YouTube almost 9 years ago? Okay, let's just put that into perspective. Anyway, y'all can see I pretty much just have my hair already sectioned out. I did actually go in with the Mazzani. This is their leave-in conditioner, heat protectant. Y'all, I love this stuff. If you guys have had a chance to see the flame test, I don't know if you guys have, but on Instagram or TikTok, using different like heat protectants, this was like #1, okay? Definitely going to give you a ton of protection. If you guys don't know, I did actually give myself another mini big chop. So I had micro links probably about a year and a couple months now ago. And y'all, it really just damaged my hair. I low-key think it was more so me than the actual style itself. I think that the beads definitely caused a lot of like tension on my hair. And then of course, just the removal was like a disaster. And I decided to wash and like straighten it and do a whole bunch of other things in between time, which caused a ton of heat damage. Okay, when I say a ton, when I took these micro links out after wearing it for a month, my hair was so thin. I was like, there's no way I just got my hair this healthy. I mean, the healthiest, the longest it had ever been, to completely destroy it. So I have a tendency of getting a little too excited when my hair is doing what I want it to do. So this is a little restart. So I'm excited to actually share my hair journey with you now that I really feel like I have the tools and I really have a full understanding of the way that my hair works. I am just happy to continue to share. Y'all, the Pattern Beauty blow dryer has been so good to me. I decided that I will actually do a little bit more of a detailed review. I know some of you have been like, Chrissy, like, is there an update? Do you like it? Do you love it? Y'all, I am in love with EAP Heat, and I have put down their blow dryer. When I tell you this baby gets my hair dry in literally 10 minutes, I cannot make this up. Now, obviously, I did edit this video, so a lot of parts were kind of clipped out. It was sped up a little bit, but y'all, a little heat goes a long way. I never actually even have to use the really high heat setting. I always use the medium one. Now, I do have a higher porosity hair, which usually, of course, y'all know, it's just going to be a lot easier to kind of get dry. A lot of times, it does not act the same as like lower porosities or even average, right? So my hair definitely does what it wants to do sometimes, as y'all know, okay? Now, as y'all know, with high porosity hair, of course, if y'all want me to do like a full breakdown of like how to get to know your hair texture, obviously, I'm not really here to get into like the types for A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but in terms of the porosity and just the way that your hair absorbs moisture, I would be more than happy to talk about that because it's taken me quite some time to really get an understanding of what products work, what my hair likes to do, what it wants to do, and kind of going from there. So now that we have everything dry, I think that we are in the best position to go ahead and just start our base. Now, if you guys are new here, welcome. Okay, now is a great time to subscribe. If you are in the mood for a ton of protective styles, y'all, I am slowly phasing wigs out of this channel. You will have a chance to kind of just see them here and there. So I will actually continue to work with some of my favorite hair companies. Yes, okay? But I want to make it more of a priority to really focus on natural hair. Now that we have so many people being at home and just kind of like doing it themselves, I see that there are so many self-made stylists, aka have not gone to hair school. So I realized because we cannot just naturally, I can't force people to go to hair school to really get the knowledge, but what I can do is educate you here because I know that a lot of you guys have been inspired to do not just your own hair, but also your parents' hair, your children's, aunties, uncles, cousins, okay? and friends, right? So I understand that everybody's getting into new things, and that's what I'm here for. I really want to save you money, but obviously I am here to kind of build skill, right? That's my goal. I remember how much my mom struggled with my hair growing up, and I just want to be like that big sister that's like, girl, let me show you how to do it too. Even if you cannot do such intricate styles, I want to give you just something to go off of. You can even share this with your stylist just so that we can continue to create diversity within the hair space, because I think it's really, really important. Styles like this are amazing because I am not someone that likes to sit in the chair for way too long. I literally was looking back at my box braid video and I'm like, how on earth was I sitting doing my hair for 8 hours, 6 hours, sometimes 12 to 14 hours when I did my Senegalese twist? Now, don't get it twisted, y'all. Those videos are going to be revamped and posted for the spring and the summertime. Obviously, I love an individual braid, but this is for those girlies that want to get the look for less time, money, and energy. So I'm here for you, okay? Now, if you guys are not new here and did have a chance to check out some of my previous crochet videos, y'all know you have two options. You could absolutely decide to create this exact same look using rubber bands if you don't know how to braid. Personally, just being completely honest, the rubber band look is okay. It's something to get away with if you just simply cannot braid, but rubber bands will inevitably cause breakage on your hair just because it's too much tension. Let's be completely honest, it is going to wrap and almost strangle your hair. So I recommend when you're doing the rubber bands, me personally, I do not leave a style in for longer. Y'all, when I tell you, the rubber bands is not staying in for longer than a week. And if I do decide to do any other protective style, for the most part, I take it out at about 3 weeks at the most. And that's just because I really want to be able to cleanse my hair, make sure that my scalp is nice and healthy. I can really manage and see what's going on with my hair. If I have split ends, I want to be able to trim those off to make sure that I am taking care of my hair like I do my skin, my body, everything else. So just keep that in mind. And I know, obviously, we talk about styles being protective, but y'all, let's keep it a buck, okay? A lot of styles are not protective, and even if they are at first, over time, the lack of energy that you put into maintaining your natural hair creates the opposite. I've literally worked in salons and seen women have sew-ins in for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months at a time, and are just coming back for touch-ups and stuff like that. I get it, but y'all, I want to be able to feel that afro, okay? I want to be able to put my hands through the fro, all right? So definitely, I'm encouraging you guys, don't be afraid of your hair. Obviously, I've had to learn to love it. Let's keep it a buck, okay? Just because society does not deem our texture or my specific texture as the most beautiful, and so this is where I've learned to do other styles, not even more so for me, but it almost felt like it was for other people. And so now I'm in a stage in my life where I'm like, let's do it for you, Chrissy, okay? You've been wanting long, healthy, shiny, vibrant hair, and it's not even more so about the length, but more so about the health of the hair. Healthy hair is going to retain its length, it's going to retain moisture, and it absolutely is going to move and act the way that you want it to. So just let me help you out, okay? Now, as you guys can see, I'm going row by row, column by column, and connecting each and every box. I did think to myself, though, like, could I actually do this twisting the hair? But I instantly realized that even if I did do a flat twist or, another braidless method, it will cause the hair to swell. So if you're thinking about going underwater, okay, you are definitely not going to want to do this using twists or, connecting the twist or anything. You're definitely going to want to make sure that you are braiding this. So let me know if you guys need a step-by-step how to plait video, because I know that I'm like, it's so hard to explain, but y'all, it can't be that tough. I have to just sit down and actually do it because I feel like it would be super helpful. So leave a comment if you guys would love to see that, okay? I know that somebody out there is like, Chrissy, I want to try this style, but like, I don't even know how to part, okay? I don't even know how to plait or do a simple braid. So let me know. I'm getting back to the basics. Y'all know I love to create content that will live forever. And I feel like techniques like this will never go away. So you definitely have the option to use whatever type of crochet hair it is that you feel. In this case, I'm actually working with YGwigs, but we'll get into that in just a little bit. Now, in case you guys are wondering, like, Chrissy, what product have you been using? You've been talking a lot. Okay, y'all know I gotta get my coins. Okay, AdSense. I don't have time. Anyway, so I did actually go in with the Edge Booster. I use their light hold and their, it's like a stronger hold. You'll know the difference because the top is actually, one of the tops is black. That's like the standard hold. And then the packaging, that is just like one solid color, meaning the top and the actual base of the product looks the same color. That is going to be a stronger hold. Personally, I prefer to use more of like a conditioning gel, braiding gel of some sort, just so that I really make sure that I have a lot more conditioning agents in there. So in this case, I would have absolutely gone back over some of those areas with a little bit of castor and tea tree oil, just to really make sure that my hair is going to be hydrated. Yes, I said tea tree oil, but we'll talk about that a little bit later in another video. So definitely make sure that you have on your post notifications. Definitely make sure that you have already given this a thumbs up, okay? And definitely make sure that you are subscribed. That way you do not miss when I post. Now, this process did take a little bit longer than I'm used to. So typically when I do this style, it will take me about 2.5, maybe 3 hours at the most. This did end up taking me 4 hours, and you guys will see why when I get to the back, okay? Now, you guys can totally decide how many rows or columns you want to do. Totally up to you, okay? Don't leave it to me. So I know sometimes y'all are like, Chrissy, how many boxes? How many parts? My head is not your head is not my head. Just do your best to measure it from like the middle, find your middle part, and then go from there. You'll be able to determine how many boxes you need according to how large your crochet hair is, and you kind of will be able to gauge, I want to have a little bit more hair or less hair. That's really going to be how you'll gauge it. I say that a safe space is going to be anywhere between 4 to 6 boxes going across if you're going to be measuring from the middle of your head. So technically that's 12 boxes across, but you guys can kind of just determine anywhere between there, okay? 8 to 12 boxes straight across that hairline is gonna do what you need it to do. Now, when it comes to parting the back of your head, they do actually have, when I say they, okay, there's a product that's sold on Amazon where you can actually hang up a mirror, hang it over the back of your door, and of course, you would be able to see the back of your head a lot easier. Me, I'm old school. I just hold up a mirror, and my hand-eye coordination just so happens to be really good. I've been doing my hair for so long, I can almost feel exactly where my parts are. So as long as you have a comb with a metal, I mean that super nice and sleek metal in, a Racto comb is going to do the job because it's going to keep your parts nice and clean, even if you are not the best at parting. So definitely don't overthink it. If you decided that you wanted to do triangles, if you wanted to do circles, and by circles, I literally just mean like you're parting off random parts of hair, you could do that. The goal is just to make sure that they all connect at some point, and you guys are gonna see why. So this method has been really helpful. I discovered this a while ago on YouTube and kind of just found ways to make it my own. You guys can do the exact same thing. Don't feel ashamed, okay? Just because I'm showing you this way does not mean it has to be this way. If you decided that you wanted to just cornrow the back, just like I have in a lot of my previous videos, y'all do it, okay? If you know that you will not be wearing this hair up, half down, you don't have to do it, okay? Now, also, I was thinking about, I probably should create another look for this, like a braidless version with just twists, because you guys really enjoy it when I did it with the passion twist, the braidless version. I'm really highly thinking about that because I realized it wouldn't hurt to actually try it out, and also maybe testing out some different shapes, maybe even testing out some different parting areas, like if I wanted to do just strictly a half up half down look. So y'all let me know, would y'all be interested in seeing that, like, you know, just versatility with the crochet? Because I feel like now that I have really mastered this look, I don't know how soon I'll be going back to the individuals. And I actually had someone ask, like, Chrissy, what's the pricing of the hair? What does that look like? It will truly vary. You could absolutely use human hair for this look. You could absolutely use synthetic, whatever it is your pockets are feeling. But baby, the foundation is what's going to be the most important, and it's really what's going to save you the most time time, energy, money, all of the things. Now in this nape area, I kind of skipped a beat because on that third row, I felt like I could have gotten away with a fifth one. Honestly, it didn't really make a difference. I could have absolutely stopped at the second row, to be honest. But remember, we're doing all boxes. So my goal here is to just give what the people asked for, okay? Y'all wanted to see it. It is now here. It gets tricky, though, because if your hair is super long, you will now find yourself in a situation of like, okay, how am I going to close this up? Like, at what point do I stop? So you definitely want to be mindful. If your hair is twice my length, you might not want to have all of the hair going towards the upper center area of your head. You guys will see what I mean based off of where I end up closing this out. You may want to have it a little bit lower down so it kind of conforms to the shape of your head and balances it out. Or you might decide that you just want to do maybe one row of boxes versus 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. It's truly up to y'all, okay? I'm really just here to be the inspiration. That's it. That's all. But so far, as you guys can see, the foundation is coming along really, really nicely. At this point, about an hour and a half had passed, and I was really starting to feel it, okay? I know y'all are usually like, Chrissy, okay, I know them arms, baby. What's going on? Yes, they were on fire. Yes, they were burning. And in case you guys have made it to this point in the video and are like, how is she still talking? Y'all, I pre-record voiceovers and then I chop and screw them up, okay? If you guys are familiar with like music recording or anything like that, sometimes you lay it down, get the audio, and then you can go back and kind of just re-edit clips. So I also apologize if there are like any glitches in here. I'm not really sure why that was happening, but yeah, I was not talking for 30 minutes straight, technically. I mean, I was, but I wasn't, okay? Anyway, I'm also learning, sorry y'all, that's my Apple Watch. I'm also learning that there's a lot of like nuances in technology and just like the way that the social media world works. I find that, you know, being in this industry, I am so familiar with so many pieces of information. And the more that I talk to the everyday person that may not be in this industry, I realize how lack of like knowledge is actually out there. I feel like I should be the person to kind of like share and explain. I did ask you in my last video, like, hey, would anybody actually be interested in learning more about behind the scenes with like YouTube, and not just YouTube, but all things content creation, social media, growth strategies, all of that. I feel like I have cracked the code when it comes to going viral. There are content pieces that I know and feel that if I put out these type of crochet videos all of the time, okay, I know that majority of my subscribers would absolutely love that. Most of the videos would probably go viral, but I also like to maintain a well-balanced I guess channel. I don't know how else to really describe that. I like offering up different types of media just so that I can attract different audiences. But you guys heard me earlier say that, you know, I was going to transition out of doing so many wigs just because I really want this to be a balanced place. I don't want it to be more wigs, less makeup, more wigs, less crochet. I really want it to be like a dedicated, you'll get a couple of vlogs, we'll get some hair videos, we'll get some weave videos. And when I say hair, so it'll be natural hair, weaves, maybe a couple wigs, some braids, all of the above, right? Because obviously I know that's why you guys are here, and I just want to make sure that I'm appealing to everyone. Now, if you guys have not been around for a while, that's okay, but I did actually create a plant channel. Now, that is actually my near and dearest little baby. It's really more of a hobby channel than it is anything else. A lot of times when I'm maintaining my plants, I record videos. Most of them, I have probably over 1,000 videos that have never been posted. So I am slowly getting those up on the plant channel. So definitely make sure that you are subscribed there. It's something completely unhair related, although I do view hair and taking care of your crown as similarly to plants and taking care of those as well. But I don't want to get too deep on y'all, okay? Not today, not right now. But anywho, yes, that's been my other hobby alongside like golf and getting back into the violin. And now I'll be getting into tennis. And I've just really fallen in love with like finding new and interesting things to do. And yeah, like I said, I've made it to 30, y'all. So your girl is a grown woman getting into the things, teaching new things. Y'all, I hope that you guys are loving this tutorial so far. I was really impressed with the boxes, like, not gonna lie. Now, obviously, they don't have to be this perfect, less perfect. Y'all, there are like Trust me, if you look real close, you'll see not every box is like exactly the same. That's okay. All right, this is the illusion method. What I ended up finding out is that that one last row of like boxes was completely unnecessary because I just simply did not have the space. My hair got too thick to where the boxes almost became invisible. And you guys will definitely get a chance to see that. I literally went from like doing a couple boxes to realizing like, you can't even tell it's a box at this point. So let's just go ahead and cornrow it out and call it a day, okay? And so once I did actually get it to the point where all of the braids were grouped together, I was ready to go ahead and secure the braid down and really set the foundation. I'm like, oh wow, it totally covers that bottom row of boxes. So again, I'm here to be your muse. Allow me to do the hard work for you so that you don't have to go through some of the same trials and tribulations with your hair as I have. All right, I'm here to do it. So yes, I thoroughly enjoy this as a protective style. I do not recommend leaving this in for longer than a month and a half. If you are one of those people that really loves to get the wear out of your braids, you've taken your precious time and you really want to see this like last, I feel you. I get it. I don't suggest that you leave it in that long without washing or doing anything to it. But I definitely recommend not leaving this in for longer than a month because what can happen depending on your hair texture, especially if you just like stretch your hair and you have really coily hair, it can start to knot on itself, causing it to lock up. Dirt, oil, all that stuff gets trapped, and you just really need to be able to get to your hair. We don't want to be sacrificing any of the growth and development, okay, that we have had over the course of time. So just take care of it, okay? It's okay to switch a style when you have the tools, the skills, the talent, and ability to be able to just do it again. Trust me, practice makes perfect. So the very first time that I did this, though, definitely felt like the best time. I will say that, but I was really happy with the way that everything came out thus far. No real complaints here. And as y'all can see, I'm literally just finishing everything off. Doing the cornrows obviously is going to cut down on time. So even if I decided to maybe only do 3 rows towards the nape of my neck and could have just done the rest cornrows, y'all, that would have just been as genius, okay? Now, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I did actually want to go ahead and see how I can get these babies connected. So I'm flipping them up, just trying to see in what way could I fill in any like blank spots and kind of create a canvas so that I can crochet more hair. Well, why on earth did I do that? Okay, because I literally prolonged this process even more for myself. Typically, what I will do is connect the braids in the middle of braiding. So, for example, if I'm doing a cornrow, I'll take the end of my last cornrow and connect it to the new braid. Well, here, I'm literally doing the same thing, but just manually, and I'm using a crochet needle to do it. If that's not something you feel like, Chrissy, all right, now, slow it down, take it back a couple steps, all right? Y'all, you can bobby pin it down if you have to. If you are not afraid of a little needle and thread, okay, absolutely take a needle and thread and go ahead and sew that baby down. You just want to be mindful when you're removing it. Use your fingers to really just find the sweet spot, chop off that extra thread, and voila. Y'all, we have a full base. Getting to it. Y'all, look at my little peanut head. It's so cute. Okay, so anyway, now I can finally show you guys the hair. Yes, it's the same hair that I used in my last boho knotless braid video. So I decided to use the 24-inch instead of the 30-inch just because I knew that I wanted to wear this actually like all down under my bucket hat while I was going to be on vacation and stuff like that. So the 30-inch to me was just a lot, okay? Like, it was very pretty up in a ponytail. It hit right at the right place. But when it comes to like me wearing it down, I was like, I kind of want something a little shorter. Shorter in this case, though, ended up being more hair. And it's not literally because it was shorter. Me creating this braid pattern and doing more boxes caused me to use more hair. Whereas in the previous video, I may have used anywhere between, I'm going to say a rough guesstimate of 80 to maybe 100 strands. I roughly guesstimated about 90 strands in that video. In this video, I absolutely use almost the entire 120 strands of hair. So keep that in mind. Placement is everything. And I say this all the time, and y'all, I must have been like delirious at this point because I kind of forgot that myself. I spent so much time just making sure that I had a piece of hair or crochet hair looped around each and every single box, which was beautiful. Absolutely loved it. But y'all can see in my face, I'm tired, okay? Sis is like, when is it over? Keep in mind, there's no tension. So I'm already in love. Y'all know, usually I get that little look in my eyes where I'm like, you're looking good. That look was not even there because I'm like, baby, stop playing. We got what? We got 16, 20. Whew, okay, let's keep going. Find that second win. So I knew that I really needed to get this done, and I can be kind of last minute when it comes to my hair, just because I really love for my hair to be super fresh, especially when I'm going on vacation. So yes, this was, as a reminder, okay, my birthday trip. And like I said, y'all can see here, I already have used so much hair that it was just like, wow, this is a little bit heavier than the last time, but definitely fuller. So I did love the fullness, super pretty, did what I needed to do, but I instantly noticed that, like, okay, I did use a little bit more hair in this case. Very beautiful. Honestly, I wouldn't change a thing. To be completely honest, it's really going to be all about the volume and the way that you want this to sit. As y'all can see, this looks like every single braid has been individually done in 4 hours. Realistically, braiding 120 strands is definitely going to take you anywhere between 8 to 12 hours, depending on the braider, especially if it's just them and they don't have any help. So keep that in mind, okay? That flip over, 10 out of 10 recommend for you, your sister, your home, baby, all of us. Let's be twins. Can we be twins this summer? Okay, because I'm loving it. And y'all know I always got to switch the outfit, just kind of do a little something. Y'all, talk about switching the outfit. That shirt was up underneath the other shirt. Who am I kidding? Okay. Anyway, skin is glowing. Y'all ask me all the time, like, girl, what foundation are you using? It is the NARS. Baby, NARS, the soft matte foundation in either the color Tahoe or Cadis. 10 out of 10 recommend. And I've also been falling in love with the Charlotte Tilbury. We're going to talk about this in another video because I know y'all want to know. Baby, just my skin is doing what I needed to do. I've been getting waxes, so I haven't been having to worry about dark underarms. And there's so much I have to tell y'all. So much. Okay, we got to talk because I need us all on the same page. Okay, now, my favorite part about this is I am able to add as many loose pieces of hair as I want to. At this point, I knew that the half up, half down was going to be a look, gonna be a vibe, but I needed to see what my full ponytail was going to give, because usually if I'm wearing braids, it's going up into a ponytail, if not the entire time. Most of the time. And y'all can see it definitely went up, but y'all, it was thick, okay? So definitely make sure that you're using one of those headband scrunchy type of things, because you will pop your standard scrunchie. Matter of fact, I don't even think your standard scrunchie is going to fit around the hair. Like, let's just keep it a buck. Anyway, so yes, I did go ahead and just slip out one of the strands from the actual braid. Now, no, the hair should not be slipping and you shouldn't be losing a bunch of boho pieces, but it can happen. It's not going to be, at the fault of the crochet hair. This is normal. This will happen even if your braider does it, because the hair is so soft and silky. If it is not properly tied into place or for any reason it gets snagged, yes, it can come out. But what I love about this crochet hair is if that happens, one, you could decide to totally take out that braid, replace it with another one if you have any leftover hair, or it won't even matter. You're not going to really notice it because there's so many boho human hair pieces that are like stuck out and pretty much just left out of the hair that you won't notice it. Like, you would literally have to have almost every other piece falling out every day for the entire time you're wearing the hairstyle for this to look thin. And I'm sorry, it just simply didn't happen to me. Now, y'all see, I'm literally just adding these little pieces in. I took my crochet needle, looped it around, tied it 2 times in a knot, and secured it with some nail glue, rolled it on my finger just to make sure we were good, cut off that little extra piece that may be sticking out. Don't cut your hair, because I did make that mistake of cutting a little piece of my hair when I took this out. So y'all, Be mindful, pay attention. I hope y'all enjoyed this because, baby, I'm proud. Your sis have found a style for the summertime. Get into it. This is crochet, and that's okay, all right? Do not be afraid of new techniques, new styles, because everybody ain't on it yet. I promise you after this, they will. I love y'all so much. Stay pretty, and of course, y'all know I will see you in the next video. Bye, babies.